Hello, hello, passionaire out there. Good to have you with us again. You maybe online, on YouTube, watching live. You are at home. You are watching the replay. Hey, welcome, and we'd love to see you here. This is our Thursday night passionaire time. We gather every week. Passionate over the world watching this. You know what? I really feel it's a season just started. So my first question for you is like, if you look at you as before the pandemic, right? Remember that was late 2019 and then early 2020 when things get really, really into it. Goes through pandemic, 2 years almost, maybe more, depending on how you define it, and then getting out of it. What is there any passion in you or motivation that change? Hey, that's a tough question. Like, you don't need to do any fancy test assessment. I'm asking you, anything change in your life? I've seen people like, for example, I've seen one passion change a lot. You will be shocked what that is. It's called tranquility. That means that means you know what I'm talking about. It's like that means you don't have tranquility. You are looking for something peaceful, safe. I've still seen that. Nothing wrong with it. Some of them put on the mask, which lovely. It is supposedly so. But this is one area that's really, really jump up. Very, very from our data is like, whoa, everybody like, let me get tranquility. I have to introduce this gentleman out there. So tranquility is out there for a lot of people. I think it's something. So and you will be shocked. Actually, I have seen a lot of people through pandemic, before and after. Hey, tranquility. You're like, I need peace. I need tranquility. All right, here we go. But I've seen other people that go the other way around. Like they can't wait. They have been waiting for the world to kickstart. They have been waiting. They are in the hibernation and like, hey, hey, can school start? Can companies start hiring people? Should I go out and travel again? And a lot of people like just waiting, like, let's go. They can't wait. They're actually, let me go out and make an impact. So I don't know which part that's really describe you, or you're like, oh, I'm in the middle. So, but a good news for you today is, in last year, as much as I can tell, there were 40 million US workers resign from their job. Now, they are not fired. They chose to resign. They quit. They say, bye, boss, I'm gone, okay? And people are trying to switch jobs, 40 million people. And look at this, 40 million people, that's almost every month. Couple million people just quit, just gone. Okay, so and that's really a lot of people, experts, like scratching their head and like, what's going on? And this is psychological, this is economical, this is social economical. You can name it. It's like, but that's just human being. There's something going on. I think people are taking a stop, which is good. Taking a rest, which is good. But how long? How long does it take you to feel you have enough of time to really, really say, hey, I'm moving to the next stage of my life? And does it take somebody else to tell you? Does it take a government mandate for you to change your lifestyle? Does it take for a couple of friends, they have start doing something, start to get married, you say, uh-oh, my time. I have no idea. But hey, folks out there, passionaires, that's what we are, passionaires. I believe what we are able to do is like, if you know your passions, from inside out, like, okay, this is my timing, regardless of what outside, this is my season. So you're able to just say, like, to take a look at what's going on out there. Now, in terms of job market, I don't know how I'm going to describe this. There are 40 million empty jobs out there, maybe more. People are playing musical chairs. Do you want to just rush into somebody's chair, just empty it because that guy doesn't like that job? I don't know. This is this is quite a crucial timing. This is where young people, you start looking for a job. Maybe you are just fresh out of college. Maybe you are, just trying to change job. Maybe you feel like any job that have to go to office is lame. Like I am going to just get a new job where I can work from, beach in Bahamas somewhere, still doing my job, I know a lot of people they don't say this, but in private they say, yeah, okay, that's what they are looking for. Hey, that's just nothing wrong with it. I'm just asking, what do you want? What do you really love to do? And how do you know this is the right decision for you? And I now have some musicians who never study any computer, one day in their life start to get into computer programming. You know why? Because computer programming job can do remote. So they say, yeah, I'm a musician. I'm destined to be a musician, but because pandemic transformed me, or the job market shifting so much. Now, that's one side of the story, more toward the young people side. And the other side that really joined the great exodus is people who are in the corporate too long. They feel if they don't move, they can't make a shift. They can't really find what they love to do, or they cannot be promoted to a position they want to do. So people are trying to say, hey, can I do that? So this is really a very, very interesting timing. I really feel, this is what the world is, always throw a monkey wrench toward you, right? I mean, you can never know what will be the next after pandemic, what will be the next. So job market is always like this. So it's very, very crucial. Passionaires, that's my take on this. Like, you must have one lead passions that you figure out early on in your life. One lead passions that really become the unifier. Forget about the politics out there. Forget about economic, out there. Forget about how media portray what this era is. You have a single passion inside and say, hey, that's my leader inside. All the other passions, shut up, follow. Okay. If you can ever do that internally, it will help you, because that lead passion going to give you a consistency. That lead passion inside you, which is part of you, are able to calm all the voices down and able to really deal with the outside noises and the inside self-talks, and what give you some kind of focus for this season to really do what you love to do and do it well, hopefully for life. Okay, so I love this. I've been talking to many young people, college, major, looking for jobs, job switches, and I've seen all kinds of scenarios throwing at me. But I find one thing in common is out of pandemic, people are responding very, very differently, and rightfully so. I don't want you to respond the other people, but on the other hand, I don't want you to rush into this exodus or reverse exodus. You have to really set up something from inside, know what you love to do, and do it well for life. That's so crucial. So this is, recently I just talked to a good friend of mine, and he's like, Coach K. I say, what? PQ, just let me say what PQ, like passion quotient, can help you going through this process is to really give you permission, give yourself permission, start to activate and really do what you love to do, what you are really designed to do, what you really supposed to do. So it's like a lot of people need people to give them permission. They are waiting for like, ready, set, go. Or like, yeah, you have this permission to do. No, folks, don't wait. And you almost have that in you on daily basis. Like, yeah, I get to do this. Now I'm talking to myself. I get to do a long hair, still leading an organization and business. When I was working at corporate America, no leader could have a long hair like me as a leader. Everybody have the shortcut, like the businessman hairstyle. But I'm like, I get to do this, and I have a good friend just keep calling me Coach K. You are the handsome Asian Coach K. If you guys know the dude Coach K, which is a cool guy, all right? So they think I'm the cool, handsome Asian Coach K. I love it, but to me, I always ask the question, I get to do this. And I hope you get to that point that you don't need others' permission. You don't need the economy to give you permission. You say, Coach K, you are too idealistic. No, I'm not. Otherwise, what do you want to do? When the economy is good, yeah, when economy is bad, like today, inflation rate was 9.1%. Last month it's like highest in 40 years. Are you going to just crash or just don't do anything and frozen? Wait, and wait? I don't know. So you have to have that. Give yourself permission. Know your passion every day. And that's what Passionary is doing. Like, you don't wait for other people's permission. Yeah, you can listen to them, but down, really end of the day, you have to say, hey, I need to do this. I get to do this. I love doing this. If that's really just a part of your day, you are a different person. You will smile much more. I through pandemic, I have one problem is I don't see people smile. Even people put on the mask, even they smile, I can't tell. So I love the mask. Actually have a smiling face outside, painted. Hey, that's not who you are outside pandemic right now. Moving forward, you got to smile underneath the mask and say, hey, I get to do this. Oh yeah, that's what I really want to do. So yesterday, we have Coach Philip. Hopefully I'll introduce him very soon on Thursday. He was a chaplain for Kansas City Chief, NFL team. He's a cool guy. And we were doing the Zoom meeting. We're supposed to, do a very serious business meeting. And in between, he tried to show us something in the new office he got in Kansas City. He got lost. And you see this handsome man looking at his cell phone, couldn't find his office. So funny. So, come on. Hey, you need a workplace like that. So, Coach K, what are you talking? Well, yes, because when you got passionate together, or you are able to bring that culture to the job you are going to be. And you are proactive, not reactive. That's what passionaries are. So folks, I can't wait for today's passionary coming in. And I just got her profile. Now, if you see I'm interviewing him, I watch my phone happen to a big phone, a folding phone. I love it. I love technology. If you guys know Coach K, technology is my second life. No. Let's take it back. Technology is my second life. I love it. So when I look at this, I'm not looking at YouTube. I'm not looking TikTok. I'm looking at our passionaries data. So when I talk, I hope to just be able to see how our passionate benchmark against global data, where she or he is in their passion. So, all right, today we have passionate Grace. How are you? Unmute yourself and just say hello. I will get you in now. Once we get ready. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, can I hear you? Okay, so I'll add you to the
can you hear me?
All right, perfect. Hey, Grace, how are you?
I'm good. Hi, Coach K. It's good to see you again.
Yeah. We met online, did we?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I got your data from 2020, right around when we enter into pandemic. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Hey, so we have before and after. No, I'm kidding. So 2 years, and you were a college student?
Yes.
Yeah, and now you graduated?
Yeah, I just graduated in May.
In May?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you are in between, or you are going to a job, I assume?
Yeah, I just received an offer, and I took it. Yeah.
All right, tell me about the offer.
Yeah.
So not the money. I'm saying the job. I don't mind telling us your money, but no. I'm going to just block right now. Nobody going to hear what Grace going to make money-wise. And money will come when you really love your job, do the job well. Tell me about the job.
Yeah, it was a little unexpected, but I'm going to be working at an advertising company called McCann New York as an associate project manager.
Okay. So where the job is?
It's like 2 blocks from Grand Central, so in Manhattan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. That's really
Thank you so much.
It's a surprise. Is this a surprise to you?
Surprised in that I didn't expect myself to end up in advertising. But it's a huge relief because I came out of college without a job. And I was like, I spent the past month looking for something. Yeah.
Okay. So what was your college major, by the way?
It was media arts and sciences. It's interdepartmental between computer science and art, and I minored in music. Yeah.
Why are you surprised to get into the marketing job? What are you talking about? What's going on here?
I think in terms of expectations, I thought I was going to go more tech. I was looking into UX design slash like product management for a while. And I realized I didn't want to do those, and I wanted to do something entertainment related. And McCann, I think I just never expected advertising, but I'm excited for it. Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised. I think, well, I mean, that's kind of, I mean, you are in a media major, a little bit tech there, and you're minoring in music. Come on, what else? Where else you want to go, Grace?
Right.
I know. So congratulations. I'm very happy for you. Now,
Thank you.
Yeah, and so you're kind of looking for a job, and did you apply other jobs as well?
Yeah, when I came out of college, I took a step back and I was like, I want to try music. I had a high school mentor who like gave me advice to actually try like assistant or coordinator positions in music, more traditional like companies like Warner, Sony, and like Universal, those studios. And so I applied to those. This is like post college, but during college, I was looking at like product management and like UX design. Yeah.
Everybody is UX design these days.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you graduate in May, right? And then looking for a job now. It's almost August, like 2 months to get a job. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent in New York City. So
Yeah.
tell me what part of the job that you get excited?
Yeah. I actually, I've tried a little bit of project management before. I did a remote internship during the pandemic. It was part-time, very interesting. It was like a student startup in Canada. I had no
Student
experience
startup in
going
Canada.
in. Yeah.
It doesn't click. I'm sorry. It doesn't click.
But yeah, it was very interesting. Yeah.
Oh, they must have a good idea. Come on, all the Canadians, don't hate me, okay? You guys are cool, but up in the north, students initiate a startup doing this. I'm like, okay, that sounds like, yeah, okay, go ahead. Yeah, so, yeah.
Do you want to know what the startup was, or keep going?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and so, yeah, and so I look at your profile, change a lot since your college days.
Yeah.
I like you are more going outward. That means you're kind of really try to be you, coming out more. I can see that. And the big one is your experience just grow unbelievably. I love it. I don't know how it's I don't know. I mean, I know your family a little bit more now, but
Yeah.
and I'm like, let me talk about this one. I mean, experience, all right? It's now very strong. Can you tell about this passion is like business, absolutely business. Okay, so it's creativity. It's really help. You don't want to be constrained in a tradition, in a very boring stage of your life, or you want things to move forward fast, and you don't want to repeat things twice. You just have to go and keep going. So this creativity and also traveling around, you probably get to do all that. Hey, writing, and your number is pretty good. It's like one. So you have to do it professionally. That means 40 hours a week to be traveling, doing creativity, type of stuff, or doing business. Is that what you expect out of this job?
I don't really expect travel.
Okay. Minus that. Okay. But creativity, do you have to handle, or you handle creative people? That's also a job.
Yeah, that's what part of the job.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's partly what I'm excited about, that as a project manager, I'll be able to like work directly with people from different departments, including the creative department. Um, and yeah, although I won't be able to do like the creative things myself, I think I'll still have a voice in the process, and like the development of the creative side. So that is part of it. Yeah.
But advertisement business, I have a couple clients in the advertisement business. Their king and queens are creative directors. Okay, it's going. You will go see them. They are the king and queens in that empire. So just you will see how expedient they are. But hey, you belong. It's your passion supports you. So it's good, and you grow. It just shift. It almost shifts size, almost 0.19 to 1, like 5 times growth. Like, what happened in college? What happened to you? Like, what did you do in college? This one, like, you're going like boom, 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 going strong. I know your background. So I'm like, nah, was that encouraged in college? Or tell me about that. This one just grow 5 times.
Oh yeah.
What happened? Or you just do this for Coach K and for this Thursday night thing?
Yeah, no. I think a big part of it was in before the pandemic. I think I was just like very lonely, still very like unsure about a lot of things, very unconfident still. And then actually through the pandemic, like going home, I think there was like a safety net by being home. And so there I was able to try a few new things that I didn't before, like for example, doing those remote internships. I think I also got to try a lot of things and find a lot of joy in trying new things like video editing. I did more like dance stuff with my dance org. And then
hold on. Don't tell me about the dance stuff. Don't just go. Don't fly over the dance stuff. For me, stop there. What did you do on the dance stuff?
I guess. Well, I joined this dance org. It was like a non-audition Asian dance org in my freshman spring. And then so throughout the pandemic, I got to try new dances, like different styles. I also like joined their executive board. So I was like a content creator, and that's where I learned a lot of like video editing on my own. Because it was the pandemic, everybody was in different places. We had everybody shoot individual videos, and like I edited them together. To basically represent like a little performance together.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I like this part. Without this passion, I worry about you go to advertisement industry. You will feel you don't belong. Okay, because every day they just. Well, I mean, also it's a system. It's a corporation, so they will have a system. But hey, the system is their creative director. It's their idea. It's their clients. Okay, so you have to be there. The client change all the time. The market change all the time. People's taste change all the time. The hottest, most fashionable thing change all the time. So it's pretty cool. So I think you will feel belong. That's a check. Okay, that's excellent. So you have any question regarding job? Because I know it's the first job. Do you have any question? Yeah, go ahead. Throw that at me. Yeah.
I guess. Well, I think I feel pretty affirmed. I think coming out of college, I think I generally felt very, very lost about like what direction to take. And then music, I was looking at music, but I didn't really know how to go about it. And so I talked to Casey a lot, and like my friends a lot about how
you talk to Casey.
Lost.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Casey is a dangerous girl. That's our coach, Casey. Watch. I'm kidding. Okay, good, because I see your beauty also go up a lot. I'm like, what happened during the college? I will go to your college. It's so it's so. I mean, and most of people got like really in trouble after this. So, and I want to pull the beauty out. Like your beauty also like like it's grow from negative a little bit to like 0.87 professional. So this two really support you going to the advertising industry for sure. For now, I'm like, what happened to your beauty? Just like a shooting star. Not a shooting star, that's too bad.
Yeah.
I hope you will not come down. Okay. But the beauty going up. Tell me about it. Did you have a boyfriend? Did you?
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. That's what kind of get up. But what happened to your beauty passion? Come on.
I think part of it was just recognizing it. I think I've always had like pretty high beauty. Probably before when I first took it, I just didn't really recognize or know how to like engage beauty into like my daily life. I think
You
my
sound just
major
like
really
Coach
helped.
Casey. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. You just sound like her. Hey, engage your, okay. Tell me, what did you do to your beauty in college? Like real thing,
Yeah.
practically. What did you do? Like encourage your beauty to come out like that. No, this is ideal case that through college didn't get suppressed. Most of people go to college like after like 3 broken relationships, like beauty is -2. You know, I'm kidding. Folks, don't hate me out there. If that's you, I didn't mean that, but you know, and people just maybe, I don't know, the college today is not really actively encourage young people to enjoy beauty, appreciate beauty, express beauty. Sorry, that's exactly what happened. So what did you do?
I mean, I think it came with just my major. I took art classes, so that definitely encouraged my beauty to like grow a lot. And also music, definitely a very creative source. I think I grew a lot as a musician. Had an amazing piano teacher, and also I like took up voice lessons also. And so, yeah, it was just a lot of like creative things that just like really enjoying like the sound I created or like a visual that I created. Yeah, part of like, you know, trying to go into design is also beauty related. And I think just
Design, yeah, your
recognizing,
class.
yeah,
Seriously, Grace, you are so lucky to get. Wow, what is your major? You should type out to everybody, like all the passionate out there. If you don't believe me, I want to share with you, like there are colleges that really, really good for you if you pick the right. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Grace, I'm glad to hear that, because without these two, I will worry about you go to advertisement company. And maybe the other way, the other way to look at it is because you, without thinking about a job, you encourage your passion to grow through college, not just get a degree, get a job, get a degree, get a job, get a degree, get a job. So you actually are willing to, hopefully through pandemic, more time at home, take courses, go out, engage with dance, with singing, music minor. You didn't give up that dream there. Hey, and maybe in the interview, they just recognize you are a little bit different from other people who come out of college and pandemic, right? No, you probably don't know. I should talk to your interview, like, why do you hire her? Hey, come on, what happened? You know, but you know, when you have this kind of passion really expressing themselves without like subconsciously, like unknowingly, that's where you really have that. We call it a magnet, you know, effect. Like people, wow, this girl is different. It's not here just for a job, but she has something to offer. She doesn't even know. You see that? That's something I think you come out, this really give you a force multiplier when you interview. I believe so, because advertisement company, they are pretty picky.
Oh,
you don't know that? You get a job, like, yeah, Coach K. No, they are.
Yeah.
They are.
I mean, because
Yes,
part of
they
it was
are.
like also like my my high school mentor works at this company, and she first connected me with one of their senior PMs who helps like, you know, connect me to the talent acquisition person. So the interview process was pretty fast, and I was just like, oh.
But there are so many people got their mentor working in a company, didn't really go this way. So I have to say, I think this two probably, I give you a really kudos to this two going. And now, so you were encouraged, or like really didn't try, you just let like singing music as a minor, that really cultivate your beauty passion, experience passion throughout college, right? And this, they 5 times experience. Almost flip size on beauty. Now it's almost professional level, 0.87 globally, the data says, if you want to pursue beauty as a profession, you need to be 0.85. You're just above it, 0.87. Hey, so hey, you don't even know that. It's like, yeah, you have a professional grade beauty passion now. Oop, we're probably losing her, but oh, are you back? Hey, Grace. Hello, Grace. Are you back?
I think, am I back?
Yeah, you are.
Yes, I think we're good. Yeah, my Wi-Fi cut out as well.
We're like frozen, like Hey, so hey, seriously, I think so you shouldn't be surprised you get into advertisement. That's probably a good start because part of advertisement company, beauty is a huge thing, expressing beauty, right? Yeah. Wow.
Cool. Yeah.
That's such a good thing. Hey, is Coach Casey here? Casey, hey, Casey.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I'll get her in here. Are you ready to talk? Oh, okay, she's like, you can just talk as a background if that you feel more comfortable. What did you talk to this girl? What did you do?
Joyce is telling me to fix my hair. I'm high beauty. I know, Joyce.
These are high beauty people.
I'll just talk.
Okay, just talk. I love all the high beauty people around me. I have a younger brother who's 12 years younger. He's a CEO of a recycling company. His beauty is 2.0, but he's running a recycling company with nothing to do with beauty. See, but he brings beauty to his recycling plant everywhere he goes. All right. So, beauty is not just a job. Beauty is not just a professional. Beauty is a thought. It's a thinking. Yeah. It's in your idea. If you have the beautiful ideas you bring out everywhere you go, you see people differently. That's what you need. So now you are lucky too, because advertisement company, most of them, they work in a beautiful environment. They need that. And they have to work to make their presentation, they work beautiful. So you are lucky that way. All right. But you don't have to work in the beauty industry. So what did you learn from Casey on beauty? She's working on that heavily the last 2 years, maybe next 2 years too.
Yeah, well, Coach Hui, let me sort of comment on that, but also turn it back on Grace, because one thing Grace has really done the past few years is really stepped up and taken sort of, I want to bring in maybe some of the producer passions, because she's sort of taken the initiative to do some of her own high beauty things. So like, Grace, you can talk about the like piano concert that you did. She like did a whole concert where it was just her, and she like planned it and took care of everything.
The whole concert just her?
Yeah, senior recital. Yeah.
Just you?
Yeah.
Tell us about that pandemic, recital. What does it look? Go ahead. Woo.
Oh, it like actually just happened like May 1st this year. So it was in person. Yeah, it was a senior recital. So I like prepared like both piano and a few voice pieces. I had like an accompanist for a few of the stuff, but otherwise it was mostly solo, or like it was all solo works with yeah, but yeah, it was really fun. I think I really wanted it because I had a chance in my senior year of high school, but then I didn't have a good teacher, and I didn't realize she was a bad teacher for me until much later. But she like basically said, you're not allowed to do it. Like, you're not ready. Like, you're basically mentally not ready. You're like,
hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
So what'd she say?
She kind of said something was wrong with my head at a lot of times. She was not a good teacher for me. I think she had her own issues also, but at a certain point, I received a lot of hurt, and like throughout my high school years, I spent 4 years with her, and so she, I think, pushed down a lot of like things, or like she affirmed me, saying that like, oh, you are musical, you are talented, but at the same time she was like, there's something wrong, that you need to try harder, and she didn't understand that like piano was me for me and not like my life, like it is her life. Yeah.
Was a piano a life for her?
Yeah.
See, hold on. That's such a wonderful lesson to learn. So the piano is a life for her, but she doesn't understand. For you, piano, the music is big part of you, but it's not your whole life, right? That's a big difference.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow, folks, you see, this is really so all the Asian parents out there, like, I know you guys, like, my girl says to learn piano. Yeah, I got it, but But along the way, we have to shift the focus, not learn piano to get to Ivy League school. All the Tiger Mom, we love you. Eagle Dad, we love you. But hey, you see, this is a perfect example. Grace learned piano, almost semi-professional with it, even though it's not still approved by the professional piano teacher. She stick at it, right? You make it a major, you do it, you even have the recital, but it's not making a profession out of it. Life is not everything. Degree has to lead to profession. Who said that? But you are able to really, especially as part of the purpose of college, is to really try out to live out your passion in a way, taking some risks and be responsible for the passion inside you. So thank you, Grace, you being responsible for your beauty passion. I love it. But I have to come from the belief or the producer quadrant to come and say, even so, I still want to do it, right? Somehow you have to make that decision.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. When you do the job interview, did they ask you to play piano?
No, they did not. They didn't mention it at all. Yeah.
I'm joking. So, but who cares if you play piano or not for interview? But the way they see how you have this many years of sticking it into something you love, you got people respect on the personal level. You see that? Now I'm serious. You just like, we are human beings. So I look at a girl like you stick with it, and and like, wow, this is many years. Like, so I've seen so many people learn piano to get into college. After they get to freshman year, they never pick up violin again. They never play keyboard or piano again. It's just part of the human doing side. I'm glad, Grace, you just give us example. Oh, thank God for this. I mean, I love it. I think this is really something I want to carry on. Don't even give up. When you go to New York, keep on this level, please. Don't let the Big Apple swallow you, all right? The Big Apple people wear black every day. I don't think they have high beauty. I'm sorry, Big Apple people, don't hate me, okay? I love you guys.
It's
you are
true.
like about 15 minutes from me, but you guys all wear black, cool, walking somewhere, like pretend you know where you're going. A lot of New Yorkers don't know where they're going. I have the data to prove to you. The greatest exodus, New York is one of the highest rate. Okay, people are getting out of the city right now. All right, so maybe that's why. Grace, you have a job right now. No, I'm kidding. No. No. Hey, I think it's a great start for you. So I love this. So, and Coach Casey also mentioned, like, you take a ownership on your belief quadrant, producer quadrant. All right, so that's something I want to talk to you more today, because I think you have as a girl, you have two passions that's really stand out. I'm going to introduce those two right now. Okay. All right. So let me get the first two out. You have so many. So let me put them before I click off the dream quadrant. This is kind of your hobby. This is kind of your personality. Make it just like the minor music in minor type of position. And don't be caught up with this crazy creative king and queens in the advertisement business. So I want you to know you belong, but that's not your main quadrant. Make sense? Grace?
Yeah.
You'll be there to serve them, work with them, lead them, even manage them. I may use the word manage. They need management too. So I'm going to click off this so you know this is not your main quadrant. All right. So yeah, so let me click them off. Bye beauty, bye experience. Don't say bye to music yet, okay? Yeah. But you have two passions that I'm like, whoa. As a college graduate, I assume you are 22 or 23.
22, yeah.
22, folks out there, 22, going to the Big Apple. And going to Central Station every day. Subway, I assume?
Probably the Long Island Railroad. I'm gonna live at home.
Long Island Railroad. I don't like that. Sorry, I know it's okay. Anyway, Long Island Railroad. You stop in Penn Station.
Yeah.
And then
I'll probably like walk the rest of the way.
Walk to Central. Yeah, you could do that. Hey, that's so New Yorker. Okay, don't dress black, please. Okay. Oh, I'm kidding. You dress your way you want. Okay. But you are 22. You are walking to it's a powerhouse. It's pretty decent advertisement for a lot of high power people on this quadrant. So, and you do have something to be there with them, which was not there. Let me look at your data when you were in college. You don't have that. Your power grow. Oh, yeah. So you grow a lot inside, Grace. Something good happened to you. So that's why I'm glad you didn't have a boyfriend, because if you could have a boyfriend, that may screw you up. Okay, so no, I'm kidding.
I agree to that one.
You agree with that one? No, I'm not against having boyfriend in college, folks. Please. But I've seen so many people, they got into relationship in college, didn't think, come out burned, and just like diminished, like a balloon just pop. Okay, but Grace is different. It's like, wow, it starts to like, I like this. Your power, the number. Let me read that. 0.13 2 years ago in college. Right now, 0.97. Music. A lot of people just lose power throughout pandemic. Through pandemic, college, just they lose their voice, they lose their drive. It's like they become. I say this. It's like they become less proactive. It's more reactive. They start to complain about things. They have self-talk. A lot of people just come out like that, like a little bit burned out. Okay, but you are opposite. It's like 0.13 to 0.97. It's like 5 times, 6 times growth. What happened to you, Grace? It's a good stuff. Today, you make my day. Today, I'm like sitting on the sideline and say, oh, yeah. So tell me about your power. It's influence, expression, talking, leadership. Go ahead.
I'm on call. Sorry, my brother came in.
Younger brother?
Huh?
Younger brother?
No, older. I'm the youngest. Yeah.
Do I coach your brother too?
Caleb, he's the one at home. You coach Josh.
Oh, yeah, I coach Josh. Yeah. I remember Josh. You have another Caleb at home? Wow, what a family. God bless you. All right, so tell me about your power.
Yes. I think one of the biggest differences was probably, I think I can relate it to finding a group of friends in college, like a good group of friends that I felt comfortable with, and just like made really close connections with. And also, was it? And then I just like in that friend group, I felt like very accepted, very loved, and I was able to like voice my opinion a lot more. Not be scared to voice my opinion, and also just like another thing is like taking on leadership roles in college. Like I was also a co-president of that dance org, and then. And so that definitely helped a lot because it was my role to direct and run the showcase, our annual showcase. Also that like little internship.
You are running the show. You are running the show. Yeah, exactly. I love that. That's power.
Internship with the Canadian actually really helped with my power also. Just the act of leading, running meetings and making decisions, that also, helped my power a lot. Yeah.
Where did you get that idea, like growing power, or just naturally? No, I know your sister, older sister. She's a power lady. Did you get that from her?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I got it from her, to be honest. Yeah, I think it was a mindset change because for me, I think needing to recognize that I have to change how I think in order to be more confident in myself.
Grace, you have to elaborate on that one because a lot of young girls watching right now, young men watching, what kind of mentality, attitude change? Like you suddenly realize you have to work on that college is more than a degree, is more than learning a skill, but there's a leadership side of that 4 or 5 years. So go ahead, give us a little bit more.
Yeah. Actually, I learned about this in a class, in introduction to psychology. My teacher, she had like a more unique uh, section of the course where she talked about like positive mindset. Just the simple act of like telling in your brain, telling yourself, I can do it, is going to completely change how you see and how you act. I also saw it in high school. Like when I learned about it in college, I thought about a certain instance in high school. I played sports, field hockey and lacrosse with a friend. I mean, at that time, I kept telling myself, oh, why can't I do better? Why can't I like be faster? Or like, why can't I score? Why can't I do things better? I kept on feeding myself those words. But my friend, she was the complete opposite. She every day, like during practice, when she made a mistake, she'll like say out loud, I can do it, I can do it. And I was just like, oh, interesting. But at the same time, I saw her like get better and better by telling herself those words. And I actually felt jealous. I was like, wow, I feel like I stagnated a lot in high school when it came to sports. And then, but I saw her grow, and like, I was just like, what is this? Like, why is she able to like, you know, grow so much? And I can't. And then like learning about that positive mindset in college, I was like, wow, this is why, because she told herself she can do it. Yeah.
Wow, powerful. Young people hear this one out. Just some mindset change, just a little thing. Now, passionate out there, you know, this is Grace. She did this. She made that transform from high school, you know, and then to college, not just to be leader, not just do leadership. I'm so sick and tired of people say, I got to do leadership, so my extra curriculum look good. Come on, you don't do leadership. What are you doing? Be a leader and go out, serve people, you know, and the mindset change and say, hey, let me be positive. Like I'm able to do this. Okay. And Grace, I love that. You get to do this. So I think that's a huge change. And you start take that one on freshmen and all that. I think great. Now, Coach Casey, the voice up there, unmute yourself, Coach Casey. All right.
Hello.
Make some comment here, you know, come on.
Comment? Well, when I talked to her recently after I saw the new profile, I really felt like as Grace goes into the workplace, as she meets more powerful people than her, more high vengeance people than her, that she should try and look for like mentors and role models that have managed it well and are using it for their team in the workplace. Because she's still like, I think, still pretty high interdependent. So just seeing people who use that dynamic well in the team setting at work, I was just encouraging her to develop that because it's so powerful. Like you were saying, Coach K, not a lot of people come out of college with such strong and healthy passions on this side.
That's
so
not exactly, Casey. This is to
yeah.
me, it's like, this is my dream about college. It's like not more than just an education institution. It's young people grow their passion and start to really leave the so-called family or whatever. When I say leave family, it doesn't mean you abandon them, but you are now become an independent young adult, that you are identified with passions unapologetically. And you may still make mistake, Grace, when you go to that big like advertisement firm, a lot of big lions out there, okay? And a lot of people, high vengeance, let me get that one, like really competitive, you know, and you will meet them, but yes, but I love to see that instead of a lot of people out of college to get diminished, they never practice any leadership, they never really grow into where they want to be. So, this is so. Somebody had a comment in the comment section. Grace, it says, that's Coach Casey. Coach Casey, that's what improve is what did she say? Like college. Let me see. Cool testimony that getting PQ coaching in college works.
Yeah, no, I agree to that. I was actually going to comment on that. I think
comment on it. Go ahead.
I saw Casey's comment also, and like I 100% agree that doing the PQ also really helped. Like even understanding what power or vengeance means. That like made me also conscious of like wanting to build it, or like not being scared of it either. Yeah. I think a lot of these passions, like when you first read them, you're like, oh, is that a good thing to have vengeance?
I know.
But then
Vengeance is a
hearing
good thing.
about, yeah, exactly. And then like hearing about good examples of vengeance, I was like, oh, like I want to take that on for myself also. Yeah. And so I agree. The PQ is very good for a college student. Yeah.
Thank you, all the coaches here. I know you guys somehow involved Coach Casey. Who coached Grace in college? Who coached her? Raise your hand, coaches out there. Is Casey? Did I?
I thought it was you.
Casey and a friend.
Oh, it was
me?
me.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I was there. Yeah.
you were there also. You coached me at like the later half, but I think in the beginning it was Casey and
I feel
think
so
Andy?
like
somebody else.
la 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 la. Hey, that I worked. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, this is rare right now, folks. You may think college, you pay tens and thousands of dollars, you should get a good education, but we have to redefine what the good education is. It cannot be just educate here. Okay. It cannot just educate here hard. It has to educate. It has to foster the natural, holistic, healthy growth of a young people's passion. You got to have that ingredient there. Come on. And that passion shouldn't be stolen away by politics. That shouldn't be swallowed by people's agenda about social work. Those things are not wrong, folks. And a lot of people's passion consumed by a very biased view about world. Those are part of the growth. But what's more important, I want to see today, Grace, is like, and this is healthy. This is. I'm not saying you will not have a problem, Grace. I'll talk about that in a minute. But when you go to Big Apple working advertisement firm, this is totally different ball game. Okay, this is something different. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
I'd rather you have this ready to face it. Make sense?
Yeah.
Grace?
Yeah.
Instead of like, I don't know, diminish, like, oh, I can't make decision. Give me the permission to be who I am. Please, my boss. If you take me, you are my boss. If you don't take me, I hate you. Your organization is definitely racially discriminating me. No, I've seen people doing that. It's like, what kind of comments are that? I mean, you don't mingle this kind of thing in this stage of your life. This is, you have to be genuinely you from inside. Okay, don't mess up with our passion out there. Okay, I say that. So Grace, I think that's a challenge too, because you are few of the young women, including young men today, that have enough passion of power and vengeance. And when these two come together, they are like twin brothers. In your case, I'll explain what that is. Are you ready? Buckle your seatbelt. That means you want to win. You want to take leadership and leading a winning team. That's it. Does that sound like your next 5-7 years thing?
Yeah, I think so. I think my definition of win might be different from like corporate definition of win.
That's why I'm trying to really, really anchor you today. Do you know? Give me your definition of win right now today.
Right now today, I think winning for me, I think it's still very student-like, where you see a lot of growth and development in yourself. Winning is like you've accomplished the goal that you set out to have, that you have made. And like winning for me, I like, because I played a lot of team sports growing up, like it's about who I'm winning with also, that like my team wins together. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's why Coach Casey already ahead of us. You have a strong, but you manage it. This is what another beautiful thing. Who coached you? That coach is supposed to get raised. Oh gosh, who coached you? It's amazing.
I'll take a raise. Although I don't remember who coached her, who the other person was.
Good job, guys. This is a group.
I could watch the video.
So your interdependence when you start college is way high. It's like almost 2.0. It's like I exist because the team exists. Okay. But now you manage it down to a very healthy level, which almost wants half of that. I like it because, yeah, your definition is still a team win. It sounds very good, culturally accepted, politically correct. I know that. But I still think something is missing though. Because you are going to advertisement company. I don't know if you have ever hear about Michael Jordan. Do you know who Michael Jordan is?
Yeah.
You don't know him. I don't know him. And that's my era of basketball hero, right? And
yes, I know Michael Jordan.
yeah. People always tell Michael, say, hey, there's no I in the team, right? But he's high vengeance. Absolutely. He wants to win. And he replied, yeah, but there's a there's an I in the win. No, I'm serious. That's how he replied. There's an I in the win. So you look at his basketball playing style. He don't talk much on the court. So he's not like a power guy directing traffic, but he just has a high vengeance. Like people know, like don't mess up this guy. Like, even his teammate know, like this guy want to win, and that's his leadership. But if you look at LeBron James, I know you're not a basketball player, but for the people who love basketball, LeBron James, which is a modern player now in Lakers, he loved to win. But LeBron, if you look at him, he start very young, have a very commanding voice on the court. He will bark out commands and directing traffic. So he's a power forward, his size, but he actually play more like a point guard. He transcending that position. He's like commanding. The ball has to be in his hand. So that, so you could see like, and you have both. You have Michael Jordan and LeBron James on one person. I'm like, oh, so no, and you are an Asian girl. I'm like, oh, the world has never seen that yet. No, I'm kidding. So that's it. I mean, So that's and both are very high. Both are. Let me read the number again. Your power is 0.97, close to 1. I've seen a lot of young men your age never get up high power. So Grace, that's why you run into the problem. Like if you will start dating your same age men, you will find they don't have enough power. For you. Oh boy. And but when you go to corporation, go to business, there are a lot of high power men and women out there, higher than you. They are in position. So, and that's where you are going to, as Coach Casey say, find a good mentor. Okay. So with high power, you can tell they are high power people, but look at how they manage their power, how they express their power, how they use their word, their attitude, how they work with people, and find 1 or 2 mentors, start day 1, because that's your advantage right now. You are a newbie, you are a rookie. You can come to anybody's office, knock on, hey, can you mentor? Can you help me? That's usually the first day. I always recommend young people, go look, talk, knock on people's door, and use your power, knock on people's door and say, I am Grace. I love music, but I'm here. Tell me about tell me your journey here. No, seriously, I want you to be very proactive to annoying people. They look like, who is this lady? And you have to get your power up there, make that connection, start day 1. I have a story. This is another, Coach Philip. Hey, Philip, if you are watching, I'm talking about you. And he was in college, one of the biggest Christian college. And he was 17, coming out of a suburban of Kansas City somewhere, or somewhere, I don't know, Virginia somewhere. So he's like no man, no name, and he went to the big Christian university. And then the first semester he went to the principal is a doctor. I won't give the name out, but that's their big, heavy top dog knock on the principal's office, and Dr. So-and-so, would you mentor me? This young man, would you mentor me? I mean, and he had a reason, because he actually also was pastoring the church as a 17-year-old. So his story was fantastic. But I'm to the college, but I'm still pastoring a church. Would you mentor me? And he got a mentorship starting day one. So he now go to the principal's office every week, and he commit to that. Every week, go to talk to him. You see that? So I want you to have that attitude. I want you to be able to use power to make that connection, because now, as a rookie, as a newbie, you are no threat to nobody. Make sense?
Yeah.
This is the best, window for you to go out there and make that connection. So what I want you to know, when you do that, because there's no string attached, you don't know the politics yet. Now, power people always involved with politics.
Yeah.
So before you get into that, please, that's where it's really, really help you. But I always say build a good people network, that people who manage power well, let them mentor you. I'm very lucky through my corporate world, my entrepreneurship world, my pastor world. I have encountered many humble men and women who are high power, but manage their power very well. I was a student to them, and I really appreciate that. So I want you to do that. That's number one. Number two is your
May
vision.
I ask?
Yeah, go ahead,
Oh,
Grace. Yeah.
Can I ask, what are some characteristics you think, like just from day one, meeting somebody, would stick out as like a good mentor?
I think for you, it's very simple. I think anybody could be a good mentor. Even a bad mentor could be a good mentor for you. I'm not too worried about it. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
Because power people like you and I, we learn from bad and good people. So this is what I'm trying to say. Second concept is go out, talk to people, and start to have your good people and bad people network. So you network with good people, but if suddenly you realize you can shuffle them to the bad people network, which you still network with them, but you don't gossip with them. You don't play politics with them. You don't fall in the camp to take sides. Make sense?
Yeah.
That's a bad part of politics or power people. They play politics. They have to. Okay. They dog eat dog. They want to domineering sometimes. And so you can shuffle them like a little bit. So you can work on both sides of the aisle. Make sense?
Yeah.
But you never stop because you don't think that guy is a good guy. No, you still network with your bad people network. Okay, so that means you talk to them, you say hi, you chat about sports, lacrosse, but you don't sit down and gossip with them. You don't sit down and play politics with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So almost in a way, do your job right. But then you really get mentored by the good people network you build. Okay. You need one or two, like give you help. I'm a high power. You already got my blessing. Go. All right. So you can always talk to me. We have high power people here. We have soft power coaches as well. So now the second part of it is vengeance. Your vengeance. Oh, what happened? Your vengeance is at 1.33. Used to be minus. So you totally flip side. Tell me about it. That means you want to win so much.
I think part of it was part of it is one, recognizing it, two, like that I had it before, but maybe I just like at that time when I took my first PQ, I didn't know, like I didn't want to like speak on it in a way, or just like you try to avoid it because vengeance seems like a bad thing. Like
I know.
And also I think having a solid like friend group also helped in that sense too, where I felt okay to speak up when I saw like something that I didn't think was good. Maybe somebody said something that wasn't very nice, and I was like, oh, like not being afraid to like defend somebody. So things like that. Yeah, and I think I was also, when I took the PQ, I was also arguing a lot with my parents and my like siblings about like this job, about just job hunting in general. And then I think I was like pretty defensive. Yeah, there's like, and I think there was like a part, there was one of the questions like, oh, do you get angry when, yeah, do you get angry when something, basically when people, you know, fight with you or something, or some,
Yeah.
you know, in the PQ, something like that. And I was like,
We answer honestly.
yeah.
Hey, so you play sports. I think vengeance was part of your ingredient. I mean, who you are, right? I mean, you want to win for the team, of course. But so I think that's why this job to me is really a godsend. It's a blessing. It's kind of really fit you. So they just snap you because I think you stand out right after pandemic throughout all the interviewer. I think there's something. So this really, so the vengeance is usually business, sports teams, military, rescue squad, like, you know, all this like need to have a daily sense of I'm winning or I'm losing. It's fine, but there's something to measure, something performance wise. Like I have a number I have to hit. I have to shoot 300 3-pointers to get 85%. So there's something like that, and you love that, right, Grace? Not yet. You don't know yet.
Not yet. Maybe. Yeah.
Now you have to get used to it. Grace, you learn very quickly to speak that language. I'm saying take that cultural, but speak that language. Know what metrics they want to measure you, and get used to it. And you play sport. You know what kind of scoring system. So that's something you have to quickly learn about. Now, second, in the corporate. Usually depend. I don't know your advertising company very well. I was in corporate America. Vengeance supposed to be like a scale to be fair. Not many companies have a fair culture. So you have to know if you go in, you want to just play by the fairness of the game. That's like a game play with no judge, no referee, no. It's a wild game there. So that's what corporate America is. Not just to scare you, just to ground you right now. The reason being, it's really business change so fast. So you cannot have really a scale to measure everything. So it will keep changing. So they will try to introduce system to measure, but the mostly you have to tell yourself one thing is you got to do better than yesterday. That's all you need to know. Okay, no matter how people judge you, I have young people come out. The first 5 years, the rating is always the bottom of the group. You know why? Because a good rating always give to the senior people. So you have to wait for your turn to get that bonus, that increase, because you are the newbies. You know what I'm trying to say? So some of the industry, they even have this like, I will not see you in 2 years anyway. We just have new intern coming in, new people from college. So buy in 2 years. So they don't care to develop you. So I want you to know every company has its culture. So, but what you need to know is build a good people network. Also, at the same time, on the vengeance is are you doing better than yesterday? As long as you are making progress, okay? And don't compete with other people. Don't compete with the system. You have to feel a sense of like, I'm making progress than yesterday, no matter what. Even I'm treated unfairly. Even I feel my colleagues are not doing their job. Even I feel it's so unfair. Like, how can he or she get this, but I don't? That may pop up. They may say something not fair to you. All that in the meeting, you will see all that. Grace, welcome on board. So, but I'm giving you the bad news first, okay? And I'll give you the good news. So that you have to, so I see a lot of young people just step into this business culture. They have a culture shock. It's not like school, you work hard, you get what you need. No, or you get A. No, it's not like that. So Yes, but eventually you will win. Okay. So that's the second part. Any question here for these two passions?
No, I think you answered any questions I had. Yeah.
Okay. So, but go get them. Okay. Go out.
Yeah.
Be you. Your interdependence is well managed. I'm not too worried about it. Your acceptance is well managed right now from pre-pandemic. So your only concern I have is this producer quadrant, blue, usually talk and pull. They're like, yeah. I don't know how to do it. Oh, here.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? So they're going to like sensitive to people, always for a team. But you sometimes you have to tell yourself there's an eye in the wind. Okay. You have to balance that. All right. You just got to play that both. Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good. I definitely get scared when it comes to like making power moves or even just like go like, knocking on some random person's door. I definitely would get scared. But you telling me has given like, yeah.
All right. Now you have
more
Coach
confident
Joyce.
to do it now.
Just go do it. Just do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Coach Joyce, just say in just your voice. Just tell Grace what to just do it. Something from the High Vengeance girl. Go ahead. Encourage her.
You'll you'll never know what could happen unless you try.
Yeah.
So why not try?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's probably a good idea anyway.
Yeah. When you are afraid, not sure, go play your piano, go do the beauty thing, travel a little bit expedient, I don't know, and talk to high power people. By the way, your vengeance, I would recommend some kind of outside the work that you can release your vengeance. Do you have anything? Coach Joyce is doing kickboxing, as a sport every day. How about you, Grace? You have something you can hit, something you can win. No, I'm serious on the vengeance. Don't use it all at work. You could bring some off. I don't know, build something like my son Zach around cross country as a high schooler. He has a personal best record every day. So he watched like, so smoothing. Yeah, I'm making progress. So you need that kind of keep track. Do you have anything like that? Kickboxing? I have no idea. What do you have?
Not really. I don't think I have. I can't think of anything particularly right now.
Maybe just talk to your family. No, I'm kidding. All right. So think about something you can manage your vengeance. I think Coach Joyce is a high vengeance coach here. Anybody give suggestion on the vengeance side at workplace, outside the workplace?
I think if you really enjoy music, you should make sure that's one of your things that you do every single day as part of decompressing if there are things that you're frustrated by. I think that would be really helpful because but I used to work at a law firm, so everyone I worked with was high power, high vengeance, really low acceptance. And if you don't have that outlet outside of work, you're gonna bubble up inside, and it's gonna affect how you interact with your coworkers. It's gonna affect your focus when you are doing what you should be doing. So because you have a big thing for music, I think you should utilize that one.
Yeah.
You should make that time just as important as if I like putting it this way. Your outlet for some passions is just as important as eating a meal.
Wow, that's such a wonderful comment. Your outlet for passion is as important as 3 meals a day. You need to really exercise that on a daily basis. That's a good one. Hey, thank you, Coach Joyce. Hey, I'm so encouraged by the good report today. I know I'm kind of watching you go into this a brand new journey, totally out of your expectation. That's why you have experience, you have vengeance, you have power. hey, that's who you are. Go get them, and be you, most importantly. But now you know your passion, so you bring that passion set onto the job, regardless what the culture is. There's a chance you may transform it, So, but it's your first job. Do not be afraid of risk anything. Go ahead. No, seriously, the first job, please don't play safe. All right, don't play safe. Go and I know you will do very good job. I want you to be more than just doing a good job. I want you to, just like your first year, second year of college, to bring that passion set onto campus the same way you bring that onto the job, regardless they give you the permission or not. All right, Grace, you don't need permission to be a passionate on your job. You don't need that permission. You go, be who you are. All right. Any question for me? Any comments and anything? Oh wow, today is my rewarding day. It's like, as a coach, this is like, I haven't talked to you for 2 years, and I never forget about you. I'm still coaching your family member, so I know. And whoa, the younger sister right now is like, it's like, this is what college is about. This is what, wonderful. Any question for me? Any striving? Casey says, this is the next definition of striving. Thank you, Casey. Yeah. Any question?
One thing I'm thinking about is, my salary is not enough to live in the city, so I'm going to be commuting from home. However, I only need to go into office 2 times a week, which is not too bad, especially like for this trek. But I was wondering if you think it'd be pretty necessary for me to try to like live independently as soon as possible, or
absolutely. Absolutely. You have to make a plan as part of your first job. Try to be an independent young adult. Absolutely. Okay, you could do it for a year, commuting from home. But if you have a direction, I'm not saying this year, next year, but you should start making a plan so that you will live independently, so that you could, because the next big milestone would be boyfriend stuff. Okay. So in my book, if you don't live independently, you are not ready for any serious relationship. Okay. So that's another track. Okay. But let's don't off track, come back. Now you are 22. You live in a house through a pandemic. It's time for you to start making a plan to live independently. Yes and yes. So further manage your teamwork, which is great. I mean, but also acceptance. So yes, I strongly recommend so. The benefit is, let me put it this way. Living the family is always a tricky part when you go beyond college. If you live it too long, you will not able to leave.
Yeah, I think, that makes sense. I think it's a little hard to leave because I think my parents think it's right for me to stay home, especially as
a parent. I would love my kid, Zach, like live here forever, like forever. I don't want you to leave. Come on. But at a certain point, it's almost a necessity that young people, you have to initiate that process. It's not your parents' permission. You should give your own. You should permit you should give yourself a permission to say, hey, and because that's where you, as I said, I mean, this nation needs a lot more independent young adult than we think. And no, not one too much on the thing. But back to you, Grace. I think you love your parent, and this is the best scenario. If you can live independently, even in a lousy apartment with somebody, you can still visit your parent. They can visit you in the city. So that's the best of 2 worlds.
Yeah.
And you can focus.
Yeah, I think they just.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, I think they just think I'm too young, or it makes
you are
sense,
22. What do you mean you are too young? You are 22.
And safety also. Yeah.
In my era, 18 is too young. No, 18 already live independently. So 22, no, you are not too young. You are you are in the very beginning of a wonderful season. 22 to 30, that's another season. You guys know, if you know us, Passionate, 7 years is a cycle. It's a season, roughly speaking. So college and high school, home, that's one season, 7 years, beautifully. But I think the next 7 years, you should live independently, making a plan for that. I'm not saying next day, like, mom and dad, I'm leaving by. No, I don't mean that. Okay. So, but have a plan to live independently with your passion set. So in a way, you don't need their permission to do that. You should make a plan for that. Mostly, be honest with you, will help your job, will help your social work, social life, will also help the future. Another milestone, which no, I know you are kind of, I'm not thinking about it, but you will be shocked.
And I've been thinking about it.
You've been thinking about it. You have been. Hey, so you
yeah.
So don't tell me 22 is too young. You know, you should.
No, I don't believe 22 is young. My parents think it's
okay,
too
okay,
young.
Okay,
good. Yeah.
So,
don't worry, I don't believe it.
Oh, thank you, Grace.
Yeah.
So you should start thinking about it as an independent young woman. When I say independent, doesn't mean you don't depend on anybody. As you are thinking, is independent. Okay, you can. So you are. So I start to really think, you know, relationship wise, I think, you know, you will put this way, your future candidate for so-called boyfriend type for you, I would think they're probably coming a lot on the E quadrant. So so, you know, beauty, idealism, helping people, that's kind of that man's profile. But I'm struggle with the second quadrant for him is like more integrator, or I really want that man to be more producer, leadership type. But I hate to say it because I don't find them anymore. The young people, they disappear on me. And they must exist out there, but I have to meet them. I want to meet them. Folks, if you know anybody who are like a young liar and nobody wants to tame them, they are like untamable, bring them to PQ. I love to take them under my wing and help them. All right. So you, Grace, I want you to go out and really, really enjoy the next 7 years. Do not be afraid of taking risk. Do not look at your passion. You are up there, the same level with your leader who are 20 years older than you. You have the same passion like your passion. I see that. Okay. You just need chance. You just need patience. You just need strategy. You just need independent living, a circle of friends to support you, that you are able to really go through that season. That's all I'm trying to say. Home is sweet, but you can still visit them weekend and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, I want to live outside of the house.
Then mom, Coach K want to say, hey, you hear your daughter's voice, but that she love you guys. She will come back during the weekend. But hey, if she's an independent young woman, parent, you are successful. That's what you work for. That's what supposed a rewarding season. So all the parent out there, passionate, have to learn how to release our next generation. That's another part of passion. They have to learn how to release them. Okay. I'm still learning. My kids going to college. Grace, I don't know. I say, please go to Princeton. So you are right next to me, you know? And my wife just pulled me on the side, like, don't say that. So I'm a parent. I understand. But Grace, you don't need any permission to really, really be an independent young woman for higher purpose, you know, and I know you're strong in faith. So go, you know, I know, glorify God. I think that's what you are doing. So go out to get them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. So I'll just.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. Wow. Hey, I'm surrounded by myself here. No, this is Grace's passion. Like, so if you see the data, this is what I believe what a college education supposed to, or the environment supposed to be. It's more than education. It's more than the Greek education. It's more than just ideology. It has to come from within, the passion, the motivation that start to really come out. Almost like use the word come out, not come out of closet. Now people use that for specific thing, but yeah, sort of the similar. It's better than come out of the closet in the traditional sense. It's really let your passion start to grow, to start to kind of consolidate and elaborate, and at the same time just find their holistic place in you. And this is what I see today. It's like, wow. And I believe Grace had this coaching down in freshman or sophomore year. So, hey, it worked. And now also she has also people who know the PQ language surrounding her. Her big sister who got married already, she knows the passion language. Coach Casey is like a big sister, knows the passion language, right? And she intentionally start college with the right attitude, what to work down, regardless outside. Isn't that what from teenage that need to transform into a real adult? That's what a growth is about. That's what adulting is about. Okay. And it's not just doing, show I have a job, but by doing that, then you become a hot commodity that this world really wants you. So that's why, hey. All right. So all the passionaires, thank you coming on. Thank you, all the coaches, hardworking. And thank you, Grace, again, to just come up today. Hopefully, hey, we'll hear the good report in 2 years. They say, yes, PQ coaching work for job. All right. For all of you there, thank you. Thank you tonight coming on. I really appreciate this.